I'm just saying that as somebody who after 40 years is still regularly tempted to mess with the rules for all the right reasons, it's just, it ain't worth it. Almost lost my license that way.
What up, y'all? This your boy Ace here, and welcome to Afternoons Delight, man. So in the last video, I talked about Maggie and Ben's relationship. I'm going to talk about this budding his relationship between Dr. Charles and Ripley. So Dr. Charles, over the last 9 seasons, I forgot they're on the 9th season. I keep thinking Med is already at 10 years, man. It really is almost at 10 years, though. It's crazy because I remember when Med first came out, man. So, and Dr. Charles, along with Maggie and Goodwin, I think they're the only original 3 left in the series, man. So, it's a blessing to still have them around because Dr. Charles really is the heart of the show. Really is, man. But let's talk about Ripley, man. I haven't touched upon Ripley yet. He's the new male doctor that they have on Med this season, and boy, oh boy, does this dude have some issues, bro. This dude, he's definitely a villain type, man. They've kind of sombered Dr. Archer's character a lot since last season, since he's been friends with Hannah, getting a lot more closer to Hannah and stuff like that. And this was pretty much Dr. Archer's role. He was the villain, the doctor with the cocky attitude, mean temper and stuff like that. But that's turning to Dr. Ripley right now. So he's come in, and it has not been pretty for Ripley. He had a patient that he didn't, he decided to do his own thing. I think the patient name was Allison or whatever, and Dr. Charles was, trying to give him advice on, what to do, and he didn't take it. He did his own thing, and them two got into it later in the episode, like late in the episode, they got into it about it. And it seemed like they had kind of, from last week, they minced fences when they had that little conversation last week, I think on a rooftop. Can't remember exactly where it was at, but that's not important. But anyways, the point part was that I thought they mended fences after last week, and they got back into it this week. So it looks like this is going to be a deeper dive into a struggle here between these two. And it is not pretty for right now, man, between these two. So we'll have to see how this goes, man. But it is, like I said before, it is not pretty right now between Dr. Charles and Dr. Ripley right now. So another weird scene that happened really late in the episode. I don't know if it was the last scene or not, but Dr. Charles, I can't remember. I think Maggie and Ben had the last scene. I can't remember, though. But anyways, Dr. Ripley was seen running past the hospital. Dr. Charles about to leave for home. And this dude was running, and then Dr. Charles is kind of giving him a weird little look. I don't think Dr. Ripley actually saw Dr. Charles either, because he kind of just was in his own zone. He had the headphones in his ears and just running or jogging or whatever. So, and that was a weird, little scene right there. That just tells you there's going to be a struggle between these two all season. That's going to be, it's going to be a different thing, because, Dr. Charles, even though he has gotten into fights with the other doctors, this one seems like it's going to be on another level. There's clearly, with the story that they're telling, too, is there's, because of their age difference, there's a difference in their philosophies and all that stuff, too. Dr. Charles obviously coming from the old school background, and then this guy coming from the new school background, and it seems like they're butting heads because of their philosophies, and maybe Dr. Charles sees, and I think the problem with Ripley too is that he doesn't want to listen to anybody, even people older than him. Or the other problem with Ripley is that not just that he don't want to listen to people. I think the other problem is that he's a little arrogant, and well, I shouldn't even say little. He's very arrogant, but I don't think he respects doctors like Dr. Charles, like psychologists and stuff. I don't think he respects his line of work either, because I remember he said something about him last week. So I think there's a lot of deep rooted stuff going on here between these two. It's going to be an interesting storyline to see if it's going to be lasting the whole season or not. It's going to be very interesting. It's going to be very interesting, because I don't think they've given Dr. Charles quite this type of challenge with another doctor in the 9 seasons that I've been watching, man. I don't think it's been like this. So this is going to be very interesting, man. Give me your thoughts on this, man. We're going to talk about Dr. Archer next. Give this video a like, share, subscribe. Thank y'all for watching. Afternoons Delight.